One soft and drizzly morning in a bright green forest, a little fox woke up to the sound of raindrops tapping gently on the leaves. Tap tap, plip plop, and at first the fox frowned just a tiny bit because he had planned a sunny day of running and playing. But when he peeked outside, he noticed something curious. The rain wasn't gloomy at all. It was sparkly and playful, and the puddles were beginning to form tiny wobbly mirrors all across the forest floor. The fox stepped outside carefully, placing one paw into a puddle and watching the ripples dance. And just then, a cheerful duck waddled by, splashing happily and quacking. Rainy days are parade days, and the fox tilted his head and asked, "A parade?" And the duck nodded excitedly. Of course, every raindrop is an invitation to splash, and every puddle is a stage. And before the fox could think twice, the duck gave a big splash and twirled around like a dancer. Soon a fluffy rabbit hopped over, her ears bouncing with every step, and she giggled as she leapt from puddle to puddle like stepping stones, and then a friendly turtle slowly joined, tapping the ground with soft little plops, as the rain landed gently on his shell, making a quiet drumbeat. And the fox began to smile because suddenly the rainy day didn't feel slow or dull. It felt like a secret party. "Let's make a parade," said the duck. And everyone agreed, so they lined up with the duck at the front splashing proudly, the rabbit bouncing behind, the turtle tapping a steady rhythm, and the fox trotting along in the middle, swishing his tail and trying out a few playful splashes of his own. And as they moved through the forest, they picked up more friends. A squirrel who twirled with a leaf umbrella, a hedgehog who rolled gently through puddles like a tiny bumpy wheel, and even a sleepy owl who blinked awake and hooted softly in rhythm. The parade grew bigger and brighter as laughter echoed through the trees, and the raindrops seemed to fall in time with their steps, turning the whole forest into a dancing, splashing, joyful place. And the fox found himself leading a little spin and splash of his own, surprising himself as he laughed out loud, because he had never thought rain could feel this exciting. As the parade reached the biggest puddle in the forest, the duck shouted, "Grand finale!" And together they all jumped, splashed, bounced, rolled, and twirled in the puddle at once, sending water sparkling into the air like a million tiny diamonds. And everyone cheered as the rain began to slow into a soft, gentle drizzle. The fox looked around at his friends, his fur a little soggy, his paws muddy, and his heart very full, and he smiled and said, "I think rainy days might be the best days." And the turtle nodded slowly. The rabbit giggled, and the duck gave one last happy splash. And as the clouds drifted away and the sun peeked through, the puddles shimmered with reflections of their laughter, reminding them that sometimes the most wonderful adventures happen when things don't go exactly as planned. And from that day on, whenever the rain began to fall, the little fox would perk up his ears, ready for the next rainy day parade.